The millionaire had tried everything money could buy. But when a beggar boy made an impossible promise, the entire crowd held its breath. It was a bright afternoon outside a luxury medical center in downtown Chicago. Expensive cars lined the curb. Photographers loitered at the gates, hoping to catch a glimpse of Noah Blackwell, the billionaire tech mogul whose daughter, Lily, had been paralyzed for nearly 2 years after a tragic accident. Noah stepped out with Lily in his arms. She was 10, fragile, wrapped in a soft pink coat, her wheelchair folded behind him. The media asked the same old questions. "Mr. Blackwell, any progress from the specialists? Is Lily responding to the new treatment?" He ignored them. The truth was simple. No amount of specialists, procedures, or private jets to Europe had changed a thing. His daughter still couldn't walk. As he loaded her gently into the car, a voice called out from behind the crowd. "Sir, I can make your daughter walk again." Everyone turned. It was a boy, barefoot, wearing a torn hoodie, no older than 12. His face was smudged with dirt, but his eyes burned with something sharp. Certain. The bodyguard stepped forward instantly. "Keep moving, kid," one of them growled, but Noah had already turned. Something about the boy's voice made him pause. It wasn't desperate, it wasn't begging, it was confident. Noah narrowed his eyes. "What did you say?" The boy stepped closer, holding something in his hand. Not a phone, not a trick. A tiny wooden device, carved crudely, like a toy. "I said I can help her walk," the boy repeated. "But you have to trust me." The crowd laughed. Someone muttered, "Another street scam?" But Lily looked right at the boy and whispered, "Daddy, let him try." Noah looked at his daughter, then back at the boy. And in that moment, something deep inside him, past the logic, past the money, whispered that this wasn't random. This was fate. Noah hesitated for a long second, the buzz of the crowd fading around him. His instincts, trained by years in boardrooms and billion-dollar deals, told him to walk away. But then he looked at Lily and saw something he hadn't seen in months. Hope. He waved off the guards. "Let him speak." The boy stepped forward, clutching the small wooden device tighter. "My name's Eli. I made this for my sister before she died. It helped her for a little while." Noah's eyes narrowed. "What is it?" "It's a brace, but not like the ones doctors use. It's lighter. It moves with the body. I carved it from scrap, but it works, if you let it." One of the reporters laughed. "That's just wood, kid." But Eli didn't flinch. He knelt beside Lily and said softly, "May I?" She nodded, lifting her leg with effort. Gently, Eli placed the carved brace beneath her knee, wrapping the hand-woven straps around her thin calf. Noah stepped closer, tense. "If she gets hurt, she won't," Eli said without looking up. Lily shifted. Then something strange happened. Her foot twitched, just a little, just once, but enough to make Noah's breath catch. "Lily, did you feel that?" She nodded fast, her eyes wide. "Daddy, I can feel my foot." Eli backed away slowly, hands raised. "I told you, it works with nerves, not against them. Just like how music helps people remember. The body remembers too, if you listen close enough." Silence fell. Then Lily moved again. Stronger this time. Her foot pressed against the floor of the car. The reporters were frozen. The guards stared. Noah dropped to his knees beside his daughter, eyes glossy. "Lily, can you try?" Lily bit her lip, braced herself. And then, slowly, shakily, she stood. Not for long, not steady, but upright. The crowd gasped. Noah couldn't speak. And Eli, the barefoot boy who just rewrote a billionaire's world, said only this: "You've got the money. I just had the time." Noah couldn't breathe. His daughter, who hadn't stood since the crash, was on her feet. shaky, gripping the car door, but standing. On her own. Lily's voice broke the silence. "Daddy, I'm doing it." He dropped to one knee and held her, eyes wet. "Yes, baby, you are." Behind them, the crowd was stunned. Phones shot up. Reporters scrambled for sound bites. But none of them could explain what had just happened. How a street kid with a hand-carved brace had done what the world's best doctors couldn't. Noah turned to Eli, heart pounding. "How did you know this would work?" Eli shrugged. "I didn't. I just knew it worked for her. My sister, before we lost her, she stood for a few seconds, smiled like she won the world. That was the last time I saw her happy." Noah looked down at the brace. Rough wood, cloth straps, no wires, no tech. Yet somehow it had reached what science couldn't. He stood up, voice quiet but firm. "You made this with your hands?" Eli nodded. "On a park bench. Took me 2 weeks. I watched 100 videos through store windows. I copied pieces from junk." One of the guards stepped forward. "Mr. Blackwell, should we clear this crowd?" "No," Noah cut in. "This is staying right here." Then he faced Eli. "Come with us." Eli blinked. "Where?" "To the lab. To the team that's been stuck for 2 years. I want them to see this, and I want you beside them when they rebuild it. But I'm no one." Noah smiled. "Today, you're the only one who matters." Lily looked up at Eli, beaming. "You're like magic." Eli smiled softly. "Not magic, just love, and a little stubborn." The crowd started clapping, not for Noah, not for the doctors, not even for Lily, but for the boy who gave a billionaire back what money couldn't buy. Hope. Weeks later, the headlines still hadn't faded. Beggar boy builds device that helped billionaire's daughter walk. Street genius or miracle. The boy who changed medicine. From sidewalk to science lab, the 12-year-old who defied the odds. But Eli didn't care about cameras or interviews. What mattered was the work. Noah had cleared an entire room in his company's research center. Engineers, scientists, and physical therapists now sat around Eli, not above him, with him. They asked questions, took notes, followed his designs. The wooden prototype now lived inside a glass case next to a new one, sleeker, lighter, still simple, but functional. And Lily? She was walking. Not perfectly, not fast, but with a fire that couldn't be extinguished. Every step she took was another answer to every doctor who had said, "Impossible." On her first day back at school, she wore the new brace proudly and held a small sign in her backpack that read, "Made by Eli." At a press conference, a reporter asked Noah, "Why trust a street kid over medical giants?" Noah smiled. "Because that street kid listened. He saw a problem we couldn't, and he solved it with heart, not just hardware." Then he looked over at Eli. "Genius isn't always dressed in a lab coat. Sometimes it's wearing torn shoes and carrying a miracle in a pocket." By spring, Eli had a full scholarship, not just to any school, but one he helped design, where street kids with big ideas would be taught like the brilliant minds they are. But one thing never changed. Every Friday, Eli visited Lily. They'd sit in the backyard, talking, laughing, and watching her walk across the grass. And one day, she turned to him and asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Eli thought for a moment, then grinned. "Someone who makes every kid stand, even if the world says they can't."